absolutely love the big ball because it really helps you elongate your spine while having some support, as well as having a little challenge because you have this unstable surface. So we're going to work a lot into our stability muscles, our core muscles, but also work at really elongating the spine. So you ready to get started? So let's start right on top of the ball, and I want you to get your legs straight here, okay? And just sort of pitch forward at your pelvis and your hips. So you feel your pelvis sort of forward, but your back has not changed its shape. So come back upright as you pitch. Just make sure you're not flexing at the spine and you're nice and lengthened. You're going to flex those toes right here. And I want you to draw your ribs in and really send energy out of the crown of your head. As you keep drawing your belly in, you're trying to lift the ribs higher without letting the shoulders shrug up. Roll those shoulders back into their pockets and just feel yourself lengthen here. We're going to take our chin towards our chest, and we're just going to feel ourselves articulate it down towards our legs as we just stretch. And then we're going to roll it back up, stacking up through the spine, but find that pitch forward, okay? We're not leaning back. Lean forward almost. And we drop the chin to the chest. We articulate it down, drawing the head towards that floor. Roll it up through that spine. And as we roll down, we're drawing the belly back into the spine, really staying engaged. And that pelvis doesn't move. One more time to keep that pitch, and then just let yourself articulate. And roll it back up. Nice and tall through the spine. Good. Bend those knees and just let the ball slide forward a little bit. Walk your feet forward. So now your back of your pelvis is anchored into that ball. Take your hands behind your head and really find a nice long back. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to reach our spine long, but our pelvis isn't going to move. The sacrum stays anchored to the ball. Your butt bones keep reaching to the floor. And just go to wherever you feel is good for you. Your elbows will widen a little bit. And then we're going to start to pull the chin towards that chest and find a neutral alignment. So we're not flexing up, you're keeping that length. Take the hands behind your skull and just reach long in that neck. Keep your shoulders pulled down. Keep this sensation now as we go back. Keep that neck lengthened. Stretch it back. And then pull it up. Keep reaching long, even though that chin starts aiming towards the belly button. You can take your hands back behind your head like we did before. Inhale. Back of your pelvis stays on that ball. Use your exhale to find a long spine. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more time. We have neutral here. All right, you're going to take your hands on your thighs. Walk your thighs a little bit further out so we can sink our pelvis deeper towards that floor and we get a nice deep hip flexion here. So what I want you to do is really have your pelvis just rest in between your thighs here. It should feel comfortable even though you're getting a stretch. Okay, your knees stay lined up with your middle toes. And I want you to keep the back of the pelvis on that ball. The butt bones keep reaching towards that floor as we get that deep flexion. And just breathe here. Good. And just opening up the hips. And then we're going to press with those legs as we take our body over. You can take your hands behind your head here, and now we're going to open the hips the other way. And you're going to find this nice opening of the front of your body. And again, we're going to start to lift the head a little bit as it comes up into that little flexion. And then we sink the hips deep into the floor as we find our stretch. You can release the hands there, it feels better. All right, and just let the pelvis settle in between the thighs. Good, keep those butt bones reaching long. Keep the ribs lifting off the pelvis. And let's do it again. You can support that head as we stretch open. This time the sacrum stays on the ball and as you reach the butt bones towards the opposite wall. So we're trying to really open up those hip flexors. And we kind of lift the head a little bit as we sink those hips deep. Good. I like to stay here for a sec, help my hands, press my thighs wider as I get a little bit deeper. And then we go back again. The ribs will open, almost like your pubic bones up towards the sky as we reach our sit bones to the opposite wall. Let those ribs open, reach out of the crown of your head. Push your heels into the floor as you reach them. Feel that opposition. And then we start to lift and we bend and we hinge. One more time. You can pulse a little, just small little bouncing. Good, not sure why I said giant. And then press and open, really controlled. Find the oppositions in your body. Heels pressing, head other way, sacrum down, sit bones forward, ribs open, belly in. Breathing into your ribs. Good, and then we bend and hinge and find that hinge as we sink it deeper into that squat, and you're now on the ground here. Good job. So we're going to take that ball, swing it around in front of us as we take our heels up onto that ball and lie down on our back. So from here, you want your heels to be in the ball. You can have a bend in the knees and a little distance between those heels, okay? So I'm actually going to bend them a little bit more. And I want you to curl your pelvis towards your chest as you press your heels into that ball. Keep pushing your heels into the ball as you continue to roll up and find a bridge position. Find your bridge and just tap the heels down or the sit bones down and lift up. Down and up. Good, give me 3 more here. Push, lift. And 2. We're going to keep those hips up there on 1. Keep them up and then just lengthen the legs out. Really feel that length and pull back in for 5. Try to keep your hips where they are. They might lift a little bit more as you pull in. 3, 2, 1. Lower it on down. Take a breath. Exhale as you lift up again. Push out. Pull in. Drop down. Lift up. Out. In. Down. Up. 3 more. It's 3. 2. Good. 1 more time. And lower down. Taking your legs, just let them sort of wrap around that ball. And you're going to take your ball over to one side, come back to center, and let the hips go to the other side. Your shoulders stay where they are. We're just letting the pelvis rotate. And rotate. 1 more each side. Excellent. Go ahead, take that ball in between your hands, stretch your legs long, and we're going to reach the arms back behind us, and we're going to start to pick up the head, neck, and shoulders. As we pick it up, let the ball roll on the legs, and let the ball just roll along your legs as you stretch, and then we roll it back and take it back behind us. Chin to chest, scoop and reach. Good. We have 3 more. And 1 more. Good. Stay up here as we just roll it up through the spine. We're going to open our legs. And we're going to roll it back down. We're going to take that ball in between our knees as we take it on down. We're going to stretch our legs up towards the ceiling as they grab that ball right in between the ankles. Feel that squeeze, feel that stretch. Take the hands behind your head. Flex the chin towards your belly button and really lengthen and squeeze that ball. We're going to reach those legs forward. Push that ball to the opposite wall as we pull back up. Try not to let the tailbone lift as you stretch. And pull. Reach and pull. Good job. Keep that chest reaching forward as you do these. Reach, squeeze the ball in between your ankles. One more. Bend the knees. Stretch the legs long. Reach that ball behind you. Roll it up. Let it roll along your feet here. As we then roll up through the spine. Good. We're going to come up to a kneeling position as we kind of just let the ball rest against our hip. We're going to take our opposite leg out to the side. You just stretch your body over and feel this nice side bend. Stretch over, lengthening. And I want you to really breathe into these ribs. Good. One more time. Really lengthen as we just anchor sort of our pelvis. Good. And reach that arm up. Flex your body up. Good job. And we're going to stay right here as we're sort of leaning on this ball. All right. And we're going to stretch our leg up. Good. And just hold here. So we're resting on this ball, and you can take your body over, stretch, and really square your body off. We're going to flex this foot, and we're going to pull the leg forward and back. And you're just lengthening your spine in opposition for 3, and reach. Good. 2, 1, and then hold it nice and straight and give me 3 little circles in each direction. Good. Circle the other way. Good. Tap down and lift. Now really lengthen your spine. Okay, we want to get those ribs long off the pelvis. Keep that pelvis square. 3 more. 3, 2, good job. 1, you're going to rest it on down. We're going to come back up. Good, and we're going to bend both knees and take it for a nice little side bend over. And come back up. Good, so now our shoulder, this is helping us stabilize the bottom shoulder. You want to keep both knees having equal weight. Good, you want to feel sort of your sit bones reaching to the floor a little bit. Good, one more time. We stretch it over. Now stay here, and you're just going to rotate your chest towards that ball. You're going to push that ball out a little further to feel a little stretch. We're going to come back up. Good, and return it to center. Good, pull that ball right into the side again. Take your body over, but now we're going to turn it so the ball sort of rests in the crevice of this bottom knee. Okay, so now you can take your hands on the ball, on the floor, whatever's comfortable here, and we're just going to lift and lower this back leg. And the ball is a great place because it's hard to kind of flex into the spine here. It really allows you to keep that low back nice and long. Shoulders relaxed. And depending on how big your ball is where sort of your hands will be. 2 more. We're going to hold it up there. So if the ball's a little bigger, you're placing your hands right here for a little balance. It's a little bit more challenging, right? And give me little pulses. So really stretch that leg long as you're pulsing it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. We're going to let it go. You're going to square your body off. I'm going to just scoot back a little bit so I can get my pelvis right on the ball and my hands on the opposite side. So the key is I want to keep my pelvis sort of on top of the ball a little bit, maybe a little further down. And I'm going to take my legs and I'm going to extend them separately. And what happens here is as I'm lifting, I'm not going into my low back at all. Just little lifts, working on extending that hip flexor. Stretch your spine long as you march the legs 4 more times. Keep those elbows soft, shoulders down, belly in. Good. Now, take those legs a little further apart, and we're going to lift both of them. So you're going to find that position where you can really just hold, reaching those legs, lower down a little bit, and reach and pull back up. Keep your ribs and belly button in. Your spine long. Always want to find that opposition. Good. We have 3, 2. Hold up there on 1. Just hold and reach, and you're going to start to bend the elbows. We're going to lift up a little bit higher and teeter-totter back. And bend at the elbows as we stretch the toes up. Try not to sear into the low back. We're keeping length. Stretch those legs. For 2. And 1. Lower down. Stretch your body back and get a nice little stretch here. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, widen those ribs. And then exhale as we come up. We're going to switch sides. You're going to place that ball right in your hip so we can take our body over for a side bend with support. Good. Stretch your opposite leg long as you just lengthen your body over this ball. Good. Really feel that stretch. Pelvis stays where it is. As you lift the ribs, let them open. Stretch out of your head. In opposition, your foot reaches, your kind of butt bones reach in the same direction as your leg. And just breathe into this top rib. Good. Take the arm up and bring your body up. Okay, so now we're resting a little bit more, but we're a little bit more upright. We can take our hands here for some support. We're going to lift this leg up hip height, flex the foot, really reach through that heel. You kick forward and back. And you want the same distance forward as the way back. Good. Kick and pull. Let's do 2 more. Keep that leg lifting. And 1. Excellent job. Keep that leg long. And now 3 circles in each direction. Good. And reverse it. Good. Stretch it long. Now tap down and lift up as you stretch your spine long, okay? Keep reaching it. Beautiful. You have 3 more. 3. Long neck. 2. And 1. Good job. We're going to settle it down. Now we're going to come back up. Good. And we're going to bend both legs. Ball's a little further away now as we sort of just let that ball reach as you stretch over and come back up. So you're lifting your ribs off the pelvis as you stretch. Almost feel yourself pushing your ribs to the opposite wall. Get that. Good. One more time. Take an inhale. Allow the inhale to open the ribs more. Rotate your chest. Good. Feel that as you stretch a little deeper. And then we'll come back up to center. Pull that ball back into your hip. And then we're going to use it so we can sort of turn. And that hip underneath you just sort of grabs the ball. All right. We lift up and down. Trying to square our bodies off. So this is like as if we were on our hands and our knees, right? But now we have a little support under us. If that ball is too big, you can hold the ball for stability, and it's a little challenging. It's great. Good. Now hold it up, really lengthen, and then give me little pulses. Good. Stretch it long. Beautiful. And then just bring it on down. All right, I'm just going to scoot back a little bit again, my mat. And then you're going to take it over again. And this time we're going to go a little further over. So you might have to kind of come back a little bit more. And we're going to take it over so that almost like our knees are resting on it, okay? You're going to find a little push-up position. So draw your ribs in, belly in, and we're just going to pull the knees in as we sort of lift the hips up. And then we stretch it out. Scoop and press. Good. And you're trying to really just stabilize that upper body. Almost like you're going into a little handstand. Let the head go in between the hands. And if you want to do it with straight legs, you lift up and find that handstand. Okay? Wherever you feel like working today. Crown of your head goes down. You have 2 more wherever you're working from. And then 1 more. Good. And then just let your body roll back over that ball. Always so graceful. Good. All right. So I'm going to go on this ball again, but this time I'm going to sort of rest over it. My toes are going to stay down, maybe even my knees a little bit. Okay. And my hands are going to rest on the ball. So I think I'm going to place my knees down a little. So what I want you to do, sort of push into that ball, and let's have a guided extension, almost like we're pushing that ball forward to lift our hearts up. And then allow the body to just flex over that ball, and it should feel really good. And inhale it up. And exhale it down. One more time. Feel your chest push the ball forward. Maybe the ribs push it forward, the belly. Everything's still pulled in though. And then we take our body over and just rest it. And then take your whole body over. So come onto your tippy toes and just let that low back lengthen here. Good. Let the feet relax. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. And then we're going to take it back, and you're going to stay on your toes here. All right, and we're going to bring our hands right to the front of our forehead, and we're going to take our head towards our ball, and then we're going to lift up and find a dart position, elbows wide, shoulders down. My pubic bone is in that ball. My ribs are pulled in. Take it down, lift it up. Beautiful. And 3 more for 3, 2, and 1 more. Stay right here. We're going to rotate one way, come back to center. Rotate the other. Good. And center. 2 more each way. Just trying to open that chest towards the side. Let the rotation happen in the spine. 1 more. Good. And then release it down. Let your body roll back. And then just use that ball, press it forward as you stay over. We're going to take the ball to one side as we stretch. Over the other side and stretch. Good. And then come to center. Good. Roll it back up through the spine. Awesome. All right. So let's take it to our back one more time. Roll it on back and stretch your body super long. Feel that sort of opposition of your body. Good. And we're going to roll up. We're going to keep the ball in our hands. We're going to roll up and stretch the ball up and scoop and roll it back. And all the way up and reach and pull it on back. And then up. Good. Here, one more time. Up. And then reach the ball in front of your chest, and we're going to scoop that ball. We're going to roll it on back. You're going to rotate the elbow to one side, come to center, other way, and center. Good. 3 more. 3, and 2, and 1. Come to center, roll it forward, all the way forward. All the way up, get your legs into a V, flex your feet, sit on top of your sitting bones here. Take an inhale and then exhale. We're just going to stretch that ball forward as we dive. Flex the toes towards your chest and roll it back up and down. Stretching that spine. Good. One more time. We take it over. And just come on up. Beautiful. All right. End with a little side bends, okay? So I want you to take your hip against the ball, just like we did before, and I want you to really allow the pelvis to be heavy as we stretch our body over. All right, so allow sort of the pelvis to reach away from the ribs. You're going to rest your head here wherever is comfortable. Just focus on stretching the side of where the rib and the hip meet and breathing into that. You'll feel sort of the weight of this leg kind of opening up that side a little bit more. Good. Get yourself up a little higher. Hold right here. Take the hand behind the head. We're going to take our body over and we're going to pull it back up. Over and up. Good. 2 more. 2, just working right into that waistline, getting length, and then pulling it in. Good. Stretch this bottom upper leg so we can get a deeper stretch over. Maybe rotate your chest towards that ball. Good. We come back to center. Excellent job. And come back up. Other side. Going to rest our pelvis on the ball. Keep both knees bent as we sort of stretch our body over. Your head kind of cradles your head wherever you need support. I'm just looking to open up this sort of side lower part of your body. Breathing into the side of your body. Good. Allow the pelvis just to be heavy as you stretch the spine. Good. We're going to come up a little higher now. Take your hand behind your head. We take it over, so find that length and pull it back in. Reach and pull. Good, you got 3 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Good, take it over, stretch your body over, feel that length. And then just allow your chest to rotate. Good, come back to center. Bring your body back up. Good, we're gonna sit on this ball, have a seat, and just roll it forward. Excellent, and take your body over and scoop it up. And scoop, keep your pelvis from tucking. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shoot your body over. Find that length. Open up the front of the body. And then come back in. Sit those hips down and find that stretch. Hopefully you feel a little better here. Good. And just anchor the tailbone down. Feel this stretch. And then we're going to push ourselves back up onto the ball. And have a seat. Stretch your legs. Flex them. Dive it forward. And roll it on up and have a seat. Good job. Really good job today. So I just tried to open your spine up in all directions, get a little stability work as well. So hopefully you feel really good, and I'll see you again next time.
Are you looking for more accountability or consistency in your workouts? Or maybe you'd like to be part of a community of other people who love Pilates. If so, come join my live online classes. More information and signups at balancetothecore.com.